Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure running on Nintendo Switch. Okay, let's do Ursula Road one first. South. Which guy exactly? Chief Roberts, presumably. His attempts to preemptively consider only to his attempt to his attempts at preemptive consideration only serve to fuel my growing aggravation. Well, I'm sure he's just doing it out of love. He's worried for you after all. You know, he's not really a bad person. In fact, I'd say he's a pretty caring guy. I won't deny it, but it doesn't make him any less overbearing. That is the part I could do without. Between his constant meddling and inability to stay quiet, I would prefer to interact with him as little as possible. Yikes, you two must have quite a history together. Haha, I don't get your relationship one bit, but I do know that we'll be back to selling staves from here on out. If you ever need one, you know who to ask. Okay, nothing new for anybody here.
Yosh, 一気に行くぞ。任せろ。ま、これが実戦の差ってやつかね。やってや。さあ、始めましょう。俺の。よし。悪いな。先に行かせてもらうよ。
Or slow road, okay, so I don't know if he'd be down here or not.その程度じゃ俺たちは止められない。せいや全力で行かせてもらいます。よーしやーこれで一安心ですね。強そうね。みんな気をつけて。分かった。俺の番だ。俺の番だな。
私の番ね。気高き目からとなるエアリ
ー行くぞ。
俺の番だ。
さてや行きます。私の番ですね。そこ
行くぞ。
行くぜ。
さてとそこ
手こずってるか。任せてくれ。行くぞ。やった。
よーしは任せてそこ。
おっしゃ。ほら。
ありがと
よし。
う。よーしや
任せろ。ほら。
任せてや
行くぜ。
俺の番だ。やってや。まだまだいける。
Craft book Akasha. This is one of those craft books, if I'm not mistaken. At first glance, its contents seem to be a good fit for Ellie and Wazi's combat styles. Would you like to give it a try, Wazi? Why, absolutely. Ellie and Wazi learned Akashic Star. Okay, that's good. That one was actually relatively simple. They didn't put it like at the very end of the road. Which is, you know, kind of what I expect from from this game based on all the other quests that we've had to do.
よーし、一気に行くぞ。やってや。
みんなチャンスよ。
してや。
今だみんな行くわよ。
おっしゃ。はっちょろいぜ。
やっは。
みんなチャンスよ。今だわみんな。
俺の番。はっうっしゃ。いい感じだぜ。
よーし、一気に行くぞ。
私のそこ行きます。
行くぜ。はっ新手か。上等だぜ。
お返しよ。私のや
チャンスだ。よし。よし、上出来だ。
奇襲成功。チャンスです。
悪いな。先に行かせてもらうよ。
Okay, it's all that. Go to the IBC and then Crossbell Station. Well, we're at Crossbell Station, so we might as well go here. Here we are, Crossbell Station. One of the inspection officers here sent us a request, right? Yeah, let's see if we can find him. The Imperial Government's private train is under strict watch by the Imperial Army over on Platform 3. They shouldn't mind if you just take a look, but try to make sure you don't get too close. I'm headed to Erebonia on a business trip. I can't say I'm curious about the trade conference, but I'm sure they'll write all about it in the Imperial Chronicle. Oh, are you the Special Support Section by any chance? Yeah, we are. We received your support request and came to inquire for more details. You're an inspection officer from Calvert, correct? That I am. My name's Marlowe. I was transferred here from the Republican Army. I'd like to get started right away. That is, assuming you'll accept my request. Yeah, sure. We'd be glad to help. We'd be glad to lend a hand. Thank you. Allow me to bring you up to speed. It's rather simple, actually. This request only consists of one task. You'll be assisting me with conducting an inspection on a train bound for Calvard. Oh, well, there's a coincidence. An Imperial inspection officer had us lend a hand with that once, so we should be able to manage. We just have to check to see if there are any suspicious people or items on board, right? Precisely. Your experience in the matter will make this much easier. Keep in mind that security is currently much stricter across the city in light of the trade conference. Not only is our inspection process more rigorous than usual, we're also expecting to cooperate with the police department. We simply don't have enough inspectors to handle the increased workload right now, hence my request. The next train to Calvert is now arriving on Platform 1. Please watch your step as you make your way to the platform. That's our train. I'll give you the details once we're on the platform. Okay, quest inspection on the rails started. Whoa, look at that. It's the Isenglass, a train used exclusively by the Imperial government. Its regal design is almost a symbol of the Empire in and of itself. There's certainly something very Imperial about it. Well, the Blood and Iron Chancellor did arrive on that circus on rails. That cocky bastard sure loves to stand out. It's damn impressive, I'll give it that. I'm willing to bet they didn't spare a single mirror building it either. Yes, and its appearance is far from its only impressive aspect. I hear that the Isenglass is also the fastest orbital train in existence. That claim is still unverified, however, as its exact specifications have yet to be publicly disclosed. That's still pretty impressive. I wouldn't expect any less from a nation with a railway infrastructure as robust as Erebonia's. No one else in the continent can match them in that respect. That much is clear. The Empire is in a league of its own in more fields than one. If you're quite finished, I would like to explain the details of the request. Sorry, we didn't mean to get distracted. Please continue. Thank you. As I mentioned before, I would like your assistance with our inspection duties. Some of you will be examining all the passengers' entry applications and luggage. The rest will participate in a safety inspection on the train itself. What does a safety inspection entail exactly? You will be assisting me directly. I'll be providing a set of instructions to follow for a series of checks. I see there are 6 of you in total. We'll have you form 3 pairs then. 2 inspect the cabins and 1 act as my helpers. Pairs? I think I remember working individually last time. Yes, that's the way it went when we assisted with an inspection earlier this year. Oh, that's right. You've done this before. Typically 1 person would be enough, yes. This time around, however, we will need to be more thorough. The conference calls for stricter inspections, hence why you'll be doubling up. I see. That makes sense. I'll let you decide how to divide yourselves up. Though if you're having trouble, you can always resort to rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors? That's right. Strictly speaking, there's no real need to put too much thought into these teams. The sooner we start, the sooner we finish, which I'm sure would be in both of our interests. Well, in that case, I don't have any objections. What about you guys? It sounds like a good time to me, so why not? How shall we decide who plays whom? I have a suggestion, actually. Everyone goes simultaneously. 2 people choose the same shape, they'll form a pair. Then repeat the process until all of you have been paired off. You seem awfully familiar with this. More or less. We divided up our work like this to mix things up from time to time. Back when I worked at Calvard. It's a flexible concept these stuck-up Erebonian inspectors would never use. I'm not sure I'd call that attitude very flexible either. It likely boils down to the differences in their country's cultures. Potato, potato. Anyway, want to give it a whirl? Sounds good. Alright guys, on shoot. Scissors. Just me and Noel for rock? That makes us a pair. Let's show them how CGF alums get things done, Randy. That leaves us with a trio of scissors and 1 paper. The 4 of us will just have to repeat the process. Yeah, on to round 2. Rock. you and I both played rock. We may rock their worldoid. I suppose that means Wazzy and I will be the final team. It would be my pleasure, milady.
Looks like you're all ready to go.
How should we split up the work? I wouldn't mind helping out Inspector Marlowe. As a CGF guardsman, I have plenty of experience checking the freight trains that pass through Tangram Gate.
Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I could certainly use the help. Now then, if you're all decided, let's proceed to our posts. I want the other two teams to split up the passenger cabins. We've made the announcement already, so let everyone know you're assistant inspectors, and you should be fine.
Roger that, sir. Alright, we're in charge of the last two cars. Looks like that gives us quite a few passengers to inspect. Yes, we should begin checking them from front to back. Excuse us, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage?
Oh my, I hope you're doing all right.
It would seem he failed to hear you. Excuse me?
Sorry about that. I was spacing out, wasn't I? You're the inspection officers, right? Please, go right ahead.
Thank you. This should only take a few moments. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. We appreciate your cooperation. Of course, no problem at all. Excuse me, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage?
Sure, go right ahead.
Good luck with your inspections. Thanks. We'll be done in a jiff.
Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thanks for your cooperation. Not at all. It's only right that I let you do your jobs.
Thank you. Bye-bye. It was our pleasure. Pardon us, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage?
I've been waiting for you. Go right ahead. Do your worst.
Okay. Is this really so exciting for him? Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thanks for your cooperation.
Haha, so did you notice, eh? This folder full of contracts? I'm in the middle of some big negotiations right now. These bad boys are going to make me get killing. Oh, I can't wait to get these signs sealed and delivered.
How about that? I hope it goes well. So that's what the enthusiasm was about. You just want to show off. Hello, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage?
No trouble at all. Go right ahead.
Okay, that should do it. Your papers and luggage all check out. There's just one thing.
Oh, there's something wrong?
Yes, it would seem that we were unable to find a boarding pass among your possessions. Do you know where it might be?
You didn't see my ticket? No, that can't be. I'm absolutely positive I placed it in my bag. I can't find it. Where could it have gone? Is it in my pocket, perhaps? Rat's not there either. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting for just a moment? I know my ticket is around here someplace. I'll show you as soon as I dig it out.
Alright, we'll give you a minute and come back. Let's continue inspecting the others. We'll keep an eye on him and circle back.
Why would we just walk away?
It makes no sense to do it that way. Excuse me, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? You act as if you're making a request instead of a demand. Fine, go ahead. Just try to make it quick. Right, this won't take long. Okay, your luggage and papers are all checked. Thank you for your cooperation. Your gratitude doesn't mean much when I never had a choice in the matter to begin with. Is that all? If so, do me a favor and make yourself scarce. Of course, if you'll excuse us. She made that much more difficult than it needed to be. It's just as I heard. The Isinggraph is a true marvel of engineering. I can hardly contain myself. Drool. Whoops, I don't want anyone seeing that. Did she start drooling just now? Pardon us, we're assistant inspectors. Can't you see I'm busy train watching? Everything you need is in the bag. Go ahead and knock yourselves out. Okay then. Okay, your luggage and papers all check out. Thank you for your cooperation. How many more minutes do we have left together at my suite? I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. She hasn't taken her eyes off the train even once. Good day, we're assistant inspectors. His outfit. Is that man with Hayu? Can we help you? Huh? What's going on? What's going on here? Excuse me, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? But of course, we don't mind. Fine, make it quick. Okay. He seems to be connected to Hayu as well, though I wasn't aware they stood for such arrogant behavior. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thank you for your cooperation. Not at all. You're very welcome. If you're done here, then take your leave. Quickly now. Right. Hi there, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Huh? Why do we have to let you go through our stuff? Hey, knock it off. There's no need to be rude to the guy. Sorry about that. My sister can be a bit of a handful. I promise you she isn't trying to be a little brat on purpose. Who do you think you're calling a brat? Some older brother you are. Can I start? I can start, right? I say yes. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thank you for your cooperation. It's fine. If anything, I should be apologizing for what my sister put you through. What the hell? If anyone should be apologizing here, it should be me for having a big fat idiot for a brother. Let's get the heck out of here. I think that's everyone. All that remains is to revisit the elderly gentleman who couldn't find his ticket. He was in the fourth car. Yeah, in the first game it was also an elderly gentleman. Oh no, I think it might have been an elderly woman who turned out to be a fake. Right, time to make our way back and see if... Give me back my ticket! Lloyd. Yeah, let's go. You aren't fooling me. I know for a fact that it was one of you two. Now, who did it? Fess up already. Excuse me, what's going on here? Oh, it's the inspector from before. You got here just in time, Inspector. This old fart is accusing me of Old fart? Why, you no good, cheeky. Everyone, please, calm down. First things first, would each of you mind giving us a statement? Now I get the full picture. You bought a ticket to Orange State that seated you in the fourth car of this train. What's more, these two gentlemen claim to have made the exact same purchase themselves. And now your ticket has gone missing. You're accusing one of them of stealing it. Do I have that right? Yes, exactly. There's no doubt in my mind I had the ticket on me when I walked onto the train platform. I couldn't have lost it between here and there. It doesn't make a lick of sense. The only reasonable explanation is that one of these two stole it. I understand why you'd think that, sir, but we can't jump to conclusions just yet. It's alright, Let him believe what he wants, I say. He's just a senile old man, after all. How dare you, you little... That's enough. You two need to settle down and be rational about this. We're not going to get anywhere if you keep hurling insults at each other. Now then, I have a simple question to ask the two of you here who do have a boarding pass. What's the purpose of your journey? Business? Pleasure? We need to know that before anything else. You want to know what we're traveling for? And what does that have to do with anything? Are you going to prove my innocence with that alone? Potentially, yes. A thief can't control the destination of a stolen ticket, so the reason for traveling may be fabricated. If that were the case, the culprit could slip up and make themselves known. Ah, I see. Yes, that is indeed a possibility.
Ah, that's perfect. Well, then, answer the lad's question.
Oh, I will, and gladly at that. I'm a merchant, and I'm on my way to broker some very, very important negotiations in Orid State. I have the contracts right here. My client is a business in Orid known as the Luqing Company. So tell me, what reason would I have to steal a ticket from this doddering old fogey? All right. And what about you, sir? Well, my hometown is in Orid State. Isn't that enough a reason to travel there? No one's saying it isn't. That didn't help much. He won't be able to come up with a conclusion at this rate. It appears we're at an impasse. Looks like it. Our only option may be to hand this over to Inspector Marlowe. Sorry, but we're going to have to ask you to wait here a while longer. The Chief Inspector should be able to sort this out.
Thank you for doing what you could in there, everyone. It must have been difficult, especially regarding that ticket theft argument.
Don't mention it. Is there any hope of identifying the thief?
Yes, I believe so. We collect information on ticket purchases specifically for cases like these. If our inspections reveal that a theft has indeed occurred, we can arrest the culprit at the next station.
That's good to hear.
What about the old guy who got robbed? He was in a hurry, so he didn't mind buying a second ticket for now. Once the thief has been identified, we'll have them reimburse the cost.
That older gentleman had an unlucky break, but still, it could have been worse. True, he may not get immediate justice, but things should sort themselves out sooner rather than later.
Quite right. You should be satisfied with the work you've done today. Thank you once again for your help.
You're welcome. We're just glad we could make things easier for you. Don't hesitate to contact us if you ever need our assistance again.
Oh, that was a pure talk mission. Okay. I mean, sometimes there's more meat to the missions than just clicking on text. Not today.
Thank you for coming, SSS. I take it you must be here for Miss Croy's request? Yes, that's just what we were going to ask you about, actually. Is it true that Belle's antique dolls have been stolen? Those would be the ones from the Rosenberg studio, would they not? You are correct on both counts. Miss Croy has been horribly distraught ever since. I know this is short notice, but would it be possible for you to see to her request right away?
Yeah, do it.
Of course, we'd be glad to help. We could never refuse in good conscience, knowing how much Maribel has done for us. I see. Well, on behalf of Miss Croy, you have my gratitude. Now, first things first, I'm going to have to issue this card.
See, IBC ID card.
What's this? It's an authorization pass for the IPC. We had one just like it before. Using it grants us clearance to specific floors of the building from the elevator. In other words, it's part of their security system. This isn't the largest bank on the continent for nothing. That card will allow you to enter the same floors as the ones you were given in the spring. Miss Croy is waiting in the CEO's office on the 16th floor, so if you could please make your way up there. We will. Thanks, Lanfei. Belle, it's me. Ah, come right in. Thank you very much. It's good to see you again, Belle. Hello, Ellie, Special Support Section. I heard you returned to town last night too, Tio. How have you been? Fine, thank you. Glad to hear it. I understand that you have a busy day ahead, what with a trade conference this afternoon. Best of luck to you. Thanks, we'll do what we can. I take it you're not planning to be at Orcus Tower yourself, then? That's right. As my father's stand-in, I can't very well abandon this pile of work he left behind at the bank. He'll be on his own when it comes to handling his conference duties. And on that note, I think I owe you all an apology. Perhaps it was ill-conceived of me to call you in such short notice, especially on top of your other obligations.
Don't worry about it, Maria Bell. You've helped the SSS out so much. This is the least we could do to pay you back. So, someone swiped a few of those antique dollies you've got, right? Mind giving us the lowdown? Of course. As you might know, I've been an avid collector of Rosenberg dolls for years. I've been keeping 5 of them here in my personal room at the IBC. However, someone took the opportunity to steal them last night while I was away on business. 5 dolls, every one of them Rosenberg. They must be worth a fortune. The larger ones would fetch at least a few million mira at auction. This goes far deeper than monetary loss. I am a mother whose precious little darlings have been kidnapped, and I want that despicable crook torn limb from limb in the middle of the harbor district for it. Easy now, Maria Bell. By personal room, you mean the one right next door, correct? That would mean the thief slipped past IBC's world-class security. How is that even possible? Yes, I thought it rather peculiar myself at first, but once I found what was left at the crime scene, whatever confusion I had was immediately dispelled. How so? I think it would be faster to simply show you. Take a look at this. Wait, is this... That's a calling card from Phantom Thief B. Indeed, the elusive filcher who's stolen countless works of art from all over the continent. Rumor has it he employs mysterious magics to perform his heists, and he always leaves his calling card at the scene of the crime. Infiltrating the IBC building is a feat only he could pull off. And from what I hear, you all had a case involving him earlier this year, isn't that right? You did? Indeed. Last time he stole a statue from the former City Hall building. In the end, we failed to apprehend him. And now he's back for round 2. Sounds like you 4 got into all kinds of crazy hijinks before we joined, huh? So, what does the card say? Allow me. Dear ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section, the little ladies whom the young madam adores are in my compassionate custody. Should you seek their freedom, throw open each of their cages, 5 in all, with the keys of truth. The first cage lies in the city. Search the throne of the consulary's famed scrutineer. Oh, do you understand now why I had no choice but to call all of you here? Yeah, this is a direct challenge from the Thief V to the SSS, which means we're the only ones who can handle this. He really stole 5 priceless dolls for something this petty? This guy's a nutjob among nutjobs. Whatever his reasons are, he didn't have to involve Maria Bell. We ain't gonna let this one go. I wholeheartedly agree. Those Rosenberg dolls mean the world to you, Belle. Thank you, Ellie. I leave this in your capable hands. Okay, before we start the investigation, I want to go over the calling card again. First, the little ladies part. Obviously, that's referring to the dolls themselves. As for the 5 cages, that must indicate there are 5 separate locations, each hiding a single doll. So what you're saying is we'll have to search for them one at a time. I'm already dreading how much of a pain this will be. Well, we can limit the first cage to within the city. Apparently, it's in the throne of the Constabulary's famed scrutineer. That clue is the key to finding our first doll. Anyone have an idea where it's pointing? Scrutineer? Why do I feel like we heard about something along those lines not too long ago? Well, no sense in overthinking it. Let's just go check whatever spots come to mind. I'm expecting great things yet again, Special Support Section. Find my beloved little ones and bring them back home to me, won't you? Of course, we won't let you down, Maria Bell. I'll keep the clue from the card in the detective notebook for good measure. We can use it as a foundation to build our investigation off of. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay. Any clues? No. Okay. Salon City, near the throne of the Crossbell famed scrutineer. Orcus Tower and its surrounding perimeter are off limits to the general public today. As you can see, several people are complaining about the lack of communication regarding the fact. Scrutineer? What the hell? Oh, hey. What's up, Sight? Roar. So, this is where you reside. It would seem that he escorted Kia to the library. He's really gotten comfortable with roaming around the city these days, hasn't he? Is she in here? Oh, she is here. Aha, here we go. And got it. Looking for something in particular, Kia? Oh, hey guys. Yeah, I've been gathering up all the books with folktales in them. I finished reading one and now I can't get enough. Let's see here. Crossbell through the Middle Ages and Crossbellian ruins, learning from the past. Wait, these aren't folktales. They're straight up history books. Your reading level's remarkable, Kia. I'll say. Ever think about becoming a researcher when you grow up, Kido? You really think I could do it? Okay, Mama Bonia and Dad Vard. How about you let your little Kia have her autonomy? Throne of the Scrutineer? I don't... How's that supposed to mean? We're expecting there to be a high chance of that terrorists will show up. I can't afford to let my guard down for a second. Any suspicious persons or objects are going to need my utmost attention. It's only the smart thing to do. Scrutineer would be some inspector. The constable is the police department. We don't have any business upstairs. Uh-huh. Well, what if I do? Let's see here. Okay. Scrutineer. Old Scrutineer would be Sergei. Didn't we hear that Chief Sergei's old nickname was Sergei the Scrutinous? Wouldn't that make his desk and chair the throne of the famed Scrutineer?
It's worth a shot. Let's look around. There's something under his desk. Let me try taking it out. What the? It's a trunk? It reminds me of the one Kia was in when you found her at the Schwartz auction. I bet him choosing this place as the first location was just an extra taunt for good measure. Yeah, he even used the Chief's old nickname. This guy clearly got our number. Anyway, let's check it out. A card is affixed to the backside of the trunk. The second cage lies outside the city. Search the Harvester's Heritage, found off the Ramshackle Road. There's no mistaking it. This is a genuine Rosenberg doll. Yeah, I've seen it once before. Its name is Kanan, I believe. Belle loved this one dearly. She names her dolls? Even Maria Bell has her sweet side, doesn't she? I'm a little surprised anyone would bother putting something they'd stolen in a trunk like this, though. Phantom Thief B is supposed to have some kind of deep appreciation for beauty, right? Maybe it's his way of showing respect. As for the second card of his, it sounds like we're going to have to venture out of city limits this time. Sheesh, we're going to be running around this whole damn state at this rate. Our hints are Harvester's Heritage and off the Ramshackle Road. The word calls to mind somewhere rustic and old-fashioned, the polar opposite of a modern place like Crossbell City. That sounds about right. What do you say we take this first dolly with us and go searching for the second? Yeah, let's go. It'd be like Old Amorca Road, I would guess, right? Which we were just at, so... It's just a matter of finding where this place is he refers to.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
まだまだいける。
Looking for an old shack. Which part of the Morga Road is it? Is it this part or the other part where we fought the monster?
一気に行くぞ。
はいえいさたつそこ
任せろ。
行くぞ。いってや。その程度じゃ俺たちは止められない。
さあ始めましょうはいそこです
俺の番やっとふうみんな大丈夫か行くぞみんなこれが俺たちの力だ
Stargazer's Tower. I don't think it's here.
やってやすってやスト
The problem is the Morga Road's huge. I mean, oh, this is Ursula Road. Okay, so took a little wrong step there. You know, it doesn't really tell you where you are. It doesn't have like a location tag on the screen or anything like that.
やってややっとよーし一気に行くぞえっと
今だわみんな
行くぜ。
はいター敵集団撃破しました
Okay, and with that, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure running on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.